During a recent outing on a very cold and beautiful day near Oak Creek, Colorado, I was driving over a snow-packed country road when I looked to the ground and saw a porcupine. I hadn't seen a porcupine since I was a child. It was quite close, and it wasn't scared of my presence in the least. With eyes focused to the ground, it just kept walking along its path, steadily. And then, sure enough, just 10 minutes later, I spotted another one. It was a large, lively blob of darkness, sitting atop a hawthorn tree. So I got out and trekked up the snowy hill to get a closer look. The whole time, it just sat there quietly, looking down at me as if to say, "I see you, and I will stay here as I please. I will wait patiently for as long as it takes for you to leave this place. I am not afraid." And that is when I decided to do my species report on the porcupine, scientifically called Erythazon dorsatum, commonly known as the North American porcupine, Canadian porcupine, quill pig, prickle pig, and porky. Worldwide, there are 29 known species, but the North American porcupine is the only species living north of Mexico. This North American species is of least concern on the endangered species list due to its common and widespread distribution. They can live between 10 and 20 years, and they are the second largest rodent in all of North America, the beaver being the largest, and they both belong to the same order as mice, prairie dogs, and squirrels. The porcupine is considered to be intelligent, rapid learners with good memories. They live with awareness and confidence. They go about their daily lives in solitude, minding their own business. They're between 12 and 35 pounds, between 25 and 36 inches long. They have a chunky body, small head, small ears, short legs, and a short, thick tail, with dark brown or black fur and white highlights. They have large orange teeth and strong jaws. The porcupine is nearsighted and a slow mover, but their strong senses of hearing and smell serve them well. They are active year-round and they do not hibernate. These solitary and nocturnal animals only come together to breed once a year. The newborns are well developed, with eyes wide open and a full coat of quills, which harden right after birth. They climb trees to escape predators, but will use other defense mechanisms if needed. For example, when frightened, the porcupine will stamp its feet, click its teeth, and growl or hiss. Primary habitats in Colorado include mountain forests, cotton woodlands, and shrublands, and grasslands. The porcupine eats the inner bark of many different trees and bushes, along with twigs, fruits, nuts, and berries. A peer review by New Biological Books, dated June 2010, on the book The North American Porcupine, 2nd edition, points out that still today, the North American porcupine remains mysterious. It originated in South America and has expanded further north than any other northward migrants. And after spending 11 months in pregnancy and lactation, the female still somehow manages to reproduce a single offspring every year. And combined with a limited diet and faced with the defense system of most plants, their persistence and ability to survive in a variety of environments is remarkable. Here in Colorado, predators include coyotes, mountain lions, badgers, and bald eagles. Humans are the main predator due to roadkills and control of nuisance animals. The porcupine is well known for injuring pets and livestock with its quills, and destruction of timber by chewing bark and girdling trees and crop damage. And the reason for finding the porcupine entering human habitats is because they are searching for salt. Plywood, for example, is cured with sodium nitrate. The porcupine is attracted to roads because rock salt is used to melt ice and snow, and those expensive trees from the nursery that are planted in many landscaped yards have been heavily fertilized with salty ingredients. Historically, with the Native Americans, particularly the Porcupine Indians of Nova Scotia and Quebec, it held an important place in food gathering and the economy. Because it was edible and easily hunted when other foods were scarce, it saved the Indians on many occasions. They believed that the animal offered itself to the hunter when other food sources were scarce, and so then must be treated with reverence, gratitude, and respect. And to show their respect, they would not feed its bones to the dogs. Instead, they had to be burned or thrown into the river. Also, it was the porcupine quills that were considered a highly prized economic resource for trading. Significantly, a true arsenal of nearly 30,000 spikes covered the tail and back of a porcupine. The quills cover the animal from the eyebrows to the tail tip. Only the face, legs, belly, and underside of the tail are quill-free. And it is the strength of this defense system that allows it to live a solitary life, unlike most herbivores, which must move in flocks or herds. So, either in loose form or elaborate quill work, it came closest to serving as a medium of exchange between the Indians. Quill work is a time-consuming craft done by highly skilled women. The amount of work required is staggering. Sorted first, then the sharp tips and barbs are clipped off and the hollow quills soaked, flattened, and dyed with stains made from berries and roots. The flattened quills can be found in intricate designs on clothing, accessories, household items, and jewelry. References to quill work often found their way into Indian myths and fairy tales. A Cheyenne myth, for example, explains the origin of the Big Dipper. From my studies of this species, I've learned that it's acceptable to remain calm and to move slow and steady, and that resilience, confidence, and stability comes in all forms. Also, that it's okay to defend your cause, and when it's needed, go ahead and make clear warnings to the enemy before a necessary attack. And so, if I were to look at the universe through the porcupine eyes, I would say that it could help mankind learn to be more present and aware of its surroundings. It could teach us patience, and it would say, slow down and be more in the moment, and it would offer teachings of contentment with what is.